Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to solve this hacker rank problem based on string. Problem name is as given super reduced string. Super reduced means we have to reduce something very top level. So our given string will be super reduced. We will be given a long string and we have to reduce it based on the some constraint. Okay. Steve has the string of the lowercase character in the range of ASCII A to Z. Small case, all string will be in the lowercase. Okay. We want to reduce the string to its shortest length by the doing a series of operation. In each operation, he select a pair of adjacent lowercase letters that match and he delete item. For instance, the string AAB could be shortened shortened to be in one operation. Steve's task is to delete as many edge characters as possible using this method and print the resulting string. If the string is empty, then print empty string. Okay. Let's move to the input format. We'll discuss more about this constraint and the operation that we have to perform in this problem statement. Function description is as given. Complete the super reduce string function in this text editor below. It should return a super string or empty string if the final string is empty. Super reduced string has the following parameter. One string type of the parameter will be given, so we have to perform the basic operation on that. Okay. Input format that is string is length of the string would be more than 1 and the less than equal to the 100. The final string is empty, print empty string, otherwise print the non-reducible string. Non-reducible means we can't reduce anything from the left string. As we can see here, this is the simplest input 0. We have given A, B, C, D, D, D. In the problem statement, as I said, if two adjacent character is the same, then we will reduce it. So we'll first check for the A, both are equal, so we will remove from this list. Okay, we'll move to the next character. A and B both are not equal, so we'll again check for the subsequent next character. B and C is also not equal, so we'll not perform any operation, but we'll move to the next character. CC both are equal, so we'll remove from this list and we'll check further for the left string. Then again we'll check for the DD, both are equal, so we'll again remove this string, this character from the given string, and finally we have a unique character in the last, AB and D. We'll compare with B and D at the end of the operation, and both are not equal, so given is left string is ABD, that we can't reduce anymore, so we'll return ABD. If the string during reducing the string, if the string is the empty, means nothing is left, then we will remove return empty string. Like if the given string is AA, both are equal, so we will remove the all two string AA, so nothing will be left in the given string, so we'll remove return empty string. Okay. Similarly, BA, we'll first check for the BA, both are not equal, then move to the next character AA, both are equal, so we'll remove from the given string, and now left B and B. BB both are again equal, so we'll remove BB also, so nothing will be left in the given string, so we will return empty string. This is something about the problem statement and the test cases that we need to consider during solving this the problem. So let's move to the coding section. As may you know, string in the C# or Java is immutable, so you can't make any changes on the string. So but we can do something using a string in the other way. So I am creating a array of type character input. Input is equal s dot to char array. I am converting into the character array so that we can individually change the any index of the item for that we can determine that this we visited this is index or not. Okay, we created a character array and converted a given string into the character array. First test case, if s dot length is equal 0. If the string is null, nothing is present in the given string, then we have to return string with message empty string. Okay. If string is not null, means something we have in the string, then we have to perform the operation for the further reducing. If if a string is completely reduced and we can't perform reduce operation, then we'll return the string. I'm creating a flag so that will determine given a string is given character is visited or not. I'm creating for loop. Sorry, int I is equal to 0, I less than input dot length -1, because we'll check for from the first index to n-1. So I'm also reducing -1 so that we can check for the next index, otherwise it will return it will throw exception index out of bounding, array index out of bounding exception. Okay, if input, that is a given array of type of character, is equal input I plus 1, means the next character, both are equal, then we need to mark both index as a removed. So input of I is equal, I am placing 0 because a given string will be only the lowercase character, but 0 is something different, so we can easily determine the if the index contains the other than the lowercase character, then it means this index is visited and are marked as deleted. Input I plus 1, we have to remove the both characters, so I am marking both character as a visited. Sorry, I created character error, then no need to use the dual quotes, we can use single quote only. Again we'll set flag is equal to 0 and break the loop. Then after we'll check if flag is still 1, then we will return string, else we will create a new string for the further processing. I'm creating a string type of variable str, which initially I'm initializing with null, and for each ch character type ch in input if ch is equal null 0, then no need to add into the new string, so because we marked it as a removed, so no need to construct the add into the new string. Continue, else str plus is equal to ch. And return, I'm using recursion so that I am calling the same function with the new constructed string. And now I will pass the str newly created string. Let's understand this whole logic. Okay. Like we have a b a a b. Okay. First time we'll check with a and b, both are not equal, so we'll move to the next character, next index. B and a, again both are not equal, then we'll again move to the next character. A is equal, so I am marking both a and e are equal, so I am marking both index as 0 so that we can uniquely identify if the character at the given index is the 0, then it means we marked as removed, and b, and break the loop. Then after breaking the loop, I am checking if the string, if the flag is equal to 1. If the both character is equal, then I am setting a flag is equal to 0 so that this if condition will fail, and will move to the next statement, that is the else, and this block will be executed. Then after we will create a newly string from the existing string using this code. First character is a, not is equal to 0, b, then third character is 0, so we'll not add in the new string. We'll skip this index, again we'll skip this index. Then after last character is 0, so we'll add b into the list. Again we'll call this same function, and this function will again will check with a and b, both are not equal, so we'll move to the next character. A will remain same, b are both are equal, so we'll mark 0 0 and will break the loop, and the flag is again setting 0, so this if statement will not execute, is else statement will execute. Okay, then we'll again create a loop, a string a and will again send to the same function, and this function will check a string dot length is equal to 0, then return empty. String length is not is equal to 0, so it will check for the next index, so that similarly it will work for the all the given input. Let's check for the simple test case validation. I hope it should work properly. Yeah, it passed the all simple test cases. It should also pass the all test cases. Let wait for the few seconds so that it will execute. Yeah, it passed the all test cases. In this way you can solve this problem using recursion. Okay guys, if you like this video, then don't forget to share with your friend, and don't forget to subscribe my channel and hit the like button. I'm eager to hear your question. You may write in the comment section and write on my email codeevidence@gmail.com. Thank you for watching. Happy learning.